Hey y'all, it's Ashes and welcome back to Ash-ish. I just got out of class and I just wanted to come and talk to y'all quickly before I left the building for the day about something that has been on my mind, but I just wanted to try to find the right time to talk about it. With the recent partial government shutdown, I know that a lot of people in the United States take advantage of a lot of government-based systems that are put in place to assist people when they are living at a certain economic level. And one of those things is the welfare system, and a branch off of that is SNAP. And I think it stands for Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program. And I just wanted to come to you with a quick video. Y'all know I like to go straight through, no edits. It's partially because I don't know how to edit yet. Don't tell nobody. And partially because I just want to try to get better at zoning in on my topics and executing them better. So here is something I need you to know ahead of time. I don't care which race makes up the majority of EBT or SNAP recipients in the United States of America as far as statistics goes. What matters most is that you strengthen the skills you have, or you learn how to obtain the skills that you need to continue living at the level you are comfortable living at right now, in the event that things like SNAP are no longer available to you after you have become dependent on them to any extent. Okay, so like I said, a lot of people got February benefits in January, and I think it put a lot of people into a panic. But there are some things I just wanted to talk to you about and ways that you can maximize your benefits in case it continues, it dries out, and never comes back. You can drain your benefits by, and I have my phone because I took a lot of notes. You can drain your benefits by trying to throw a Super Bowl party. If you know that your most supplemental, most of your food source is supplied by SNAP benefits through welfare agencies, you should not be throwing Super Bowl parties and supplying this food because it's not even in your budget to do so. And those people who are coming to your Super Bowl party are not bringing their food, they're bringing their appetites. So you are depleting your food supply faster than anything possible. It's crazy. Another way you can make sure you get rid of money as fast as possible is to live above your means. Just because you got February's benefits in January, that don't mean you need to go buy shrimp and fish tartare and all this other exotic stuff, and you start eating stuff that you don't even know how to pronounce simply because you got a couple extra pennies on your card. You need to try to stretch that penny as long as you can and as far as you can. If you keep shopping and buying name brand items and never try anything new, anything cheaper, anything generic, you will deplete your financial supply as fast as possible. And if you are consistently wasteful, which means you buy strawberries, you put them in the back of the refrigerator, they rot, you throw them out. You buy meat, you put it on the counter, you leave it out overnight and forget it's rotten, you throw it out. Or it's spoiling and you throw it out. Either way, you're being wasteful. And if you are consistently wasteful, you will not be able to stretch your SNAP benefits as far as possible. But those are the 4 ways that I feel like you can really decrease your success in a partial shutdown, a permanent shutdown, whatever, if SNAP benefits never come back and you have $1,000 in your card left. But here are some ways that you can be successful. Number one, coupon. It doesn't have to be extreme either. Just something simple. If you know you have children and you guys buy cereal often, get cereal coupons. If you know for a fact that you like to buy a lot of meat, you catch it when there's a sale. And if you don't want to clip coupons from local newspapers on Sundays, that's fine, because a lot of grocery stores have their own incentive programs where if you sign up for a card with them, like Giant Eagle, they have a Giant Eagle Advantage card, and you can take advantage of some of the sales, kind of like being a part of the club, and you can get a lot of things cheaper that way. You can shop generic brands. All things that are not name brand are bad, but you have to give it a shot first. And I know I took a trip to Aldi one time, and I was with my boyfriend, and he had never been before. And when I came home, like when we came home together, he was like, I cannot believe we got all of this stuff for this price. And he was happy with the quality of everything that we had purchased. So sometimes you got to step out of your comfort zone and stop shopping at these higher priced grocery stores and go somewhere that requires you to be a little more humble. They may not have a wide selection. They may not have name brand names at all. But all in all, for the quality, the price is very, very, very well. Don't be wasteful with food. If you know for a fact that you are not going to eat it, don't buy it. If you know for a fact that you're not going to eat that much, don't buy that much. Especially if it's something like produce that is perishable and has a very short shelf life. So if you're not going to make smoothies with it, or if you're not going to eat strawberries whole, get some whipped cream, or put them in a smoothie, or slice them up and put them in your oatmeal or your cold cereal, or something, or give one or two to the kids when they're asking for a bag of chips, something. But if you're going to buy produce that will perish soon, you need to make sure you're actually using it. That's how you can stretch your SNAP benefits longer, because you're not going back out to the store trying to buy another carton of strawberries because you just wasted them. You use them slowly every day, even if you just run in the refrigerator and eat 2 or 3 and go on about your business. At least you ain't wasting food, because there are people out here who have nothing at all. So if you're going to continue to be wasteful, the least you could do is donate. And I prefer fresh ingredients. But if you get to a point where you realize that you are not really a fresh ingredient person, it is okay to buy canned goods. And they have a very long shelf life because of the way they are packaged. So you can find a sale where you can get canned goods for as little as 4 cents. You just got to be looking out for those things. And then another way that you can make sure you are really stretching your SNAP benefits, and anytime, even if we're not in a time where you may not have SNAP benefits anymore, drink half of your body weight in ounces. So if you are 200 pounds, you should be drinking at least 100 ounces of water a day. And you will see that you do not have much room for snacks and little side meals and Hot Pockets and all the other stuff. And if it really gets to the point where you have done all of those things and you just can't figure out what else there is for you to do, you can visit your local food bank. You can go and visit churches without being a member, and they always have something for you. And they have canned goods, drinks, things just for kids, produce, tons of stuff. And most of the time, it just takes you to be humble and stand in line for a while. My absolute favorite thing to do to make sure that I can stretch SNAP benefits as far as possible is to start a garden. Usually I can do it in my community, but I can also do it at my home. I can just plant things at the last frost of the season, which is coming soon. And before you know it, you'll have big, beautiful heads of lettuce. You'll have gorgeous tomatoes and everything else that is perishable. And in the event that you grow more than you are actually able to consume, you can donate. And then you can build relationships with people in your community and in your inner circle, and you can learn how to barter. Because sometimes you may not be interested in eating cucumbers and tomatoes this week, but Bob down the street is, and he has a couple canned goods that he's trying to get rid of to make space for other things. So not only do I feel like this partial government shutdown is testing people's faith, it is testing your ability to be flexible, to be independent, to think critically, and to look into your communities and learn how to collaborate. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions or comments, you can go ahead and subscribe. No, my phone did not just start dialing. You can add those comments below, and I will be glad to hear what you have to say about my video, especially with this being so pertinent. This information is not just good for right now. This information is good for as long as SNAP is around and you are somebody who is eligible to take advantage of this and decide to take advantage of it. Whether you have children, a disability, or you are single and you just are at that low income baseline where you can get these benefits. I'm not knocking anybody who can get them, because we all need help at some point from someone. And while some people don't have a lot of family support, inner support, we all need support from somewhere. So if you need financial support and you can get it from welfare, get it while you can. Just don't let it be the end all be all for the rest of your life. Find a way to move up from it and just utilize everything around you. Because at the end of the day, we should not even be dependent on the government. They should be dependent on us. So I want y'all to have a good Friday. I'm getting ready to get out of here, go to the movies, finally get to see Glass. I've been wanting to see it for a while. So I have another video I'm coming and posting later anyway today, because it's February 1st and I love Do You Yoga on Instagram. I really like that account. I don't know if I told y'all before, but I'm a big fan of yoga, and they have a challenge coming up, and I want to make sure that I'm a part of it, so I'll be posting those videos too. Okay, I'll see you all later. And don't forget my favorite mantra: they don't know me personally, so I won't take it personally.